Hey y'all, Scavenger Reviews here. Just check out who just found their new OnlyFans camera angle. Nah, I don't make that stuff. But anyways, so this is a review that is, well, it's not a review. It is a hill that I will die on. I will defend this point till the end of time. And I'm not gonna say a name, but like, friend, if you're watching this, what's up, man? And it is a video talking about this specifically. There we go, that one. I vehemently detest the notion that Devil May Cry 2 is a bad game. It is not a bad game. It is a deeply flawed game. It is not a perfect game. You know, it has a lot of issues, has a lot of bugs. Well, actually, not too many bugs. There's very few, like, actual glitches or things that are game breaking, you know, things where it's like, I've literally never gotten stuck in a wall or stuck on a object. Anyways, though, dominant strategy is what my friend brought up. And I both see that valid point of argument, and I don't. What dominant strategy is that if the game gives you an easy way to just cheese through and win the whole thing, then why would you do anything but that? For instance, with the target of discussion, Devil May Cry 2, everyone always says, oh, the guns are overpowered and you can win the whole game by just pressing square. And let me ask you something, and I'm serious, let me ask you something. Why would you do that though? Why would you choose to just actively play in a way that you find boring, in a way that you think is bad and stupid? Like, is it the most effective? Yes, but like, why are you doing it though? If it's that big an issue for you, like if you dislike it that much, if you vehemently detest, I've been using that phrase a lot, so I just felt like, you know, saying it again. But anyways, if you vehemently detest the, you know, use of a dominant strategy, why are you using it? And why is every single video I've found, I have found maybe like 2 out of 300,000 videos where everybody just immediately rags on this. And it's an old, tired point. Like, we've heard the joke before. We've all seen the infested chopper. God damn it. Why is it so hard to find a freaking random lo-fi copyright-free track to have in the background that's also ad-free? Like, stop making money, guys. I don't make money off of this, you know? You don't get to either. Anyways, though, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, we've all seen the infested chopper. And you want to know something? The infested chopper is not that bad, okay? It's comes in and it, you know, has a cool little introduction cutscene where it just basically looks at you. Like, literally, it has an eyeball on the side of it and it looks at you. And then there's like a cool set piece where it chases you into a building and the building gets lit on fire because of the helicopter. And it turns into the level from Sonic Heroes where in not chemical. I know this. It's right on the tip of my tongue. The second I press like end recording, I'll remember that video name. I mean that level name. But anyways, it turns into the level from Sonic Heroes, where the chemical plant. This is called chemical plant. Anyways, is rising and you have to go. So it turns into that, where like the building's on fire and the fire is rising and you have to go. And if you have the thing that lets you fly, you can just fly straight up. But even though I have the thing that lets me fly, I enjoy actually doing the levels, so I do it. And then you have to chase it. I mean, it chases you up a building, and then like onto a rooftop, and then onto another rooftop, and then up another building, and it's like a really cool set piece. I don't get why nobody brings that up. Everybody just shows the infested chopper, like, actual fight, when nobody, literally no one, will mention the really cool set piece before it. Now, when you get to the infested chopper, is it a lot of holding square? Yeah. I mean, there's no workaround for that. God, my head is like reflecting the sun right now. I look like Eggman. Anyways, though, there's no defending that. It is the dominant strategy to just do, just over and over and over. However, even then, it'll come down every now and then to where you can jump up. And see, here's the thing. DMC 2 changes the combat, and I don't necessarily like it, but I don't hate it either. If it stayed, I think I would have disliked it, because I vastly prefer the timing-based combat in 1 and every other game in the series. Like, even the reboot got that right. But I don't necessarily hate the input-based combat in 2. Because, for anyone who doesn't know, because I doubt any of you have actually played it, you probably just all watched one review on it, and then said, yup, this is my opinion on the thing for the rest of time. Well, it's not the right game, shut up. But how often do I get an opportunity to show this off? So, let me just swing around my sword in my bedroom, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen. So, in every single game, you press triangle, wait a second, and then triangle again, okay? God, this thing is ridiculously heavy, like, you can't, like, oh my god. Anyways, though, in DMC 2, you press, it doesn't matter how fast or slow you press triangle. You can mash triangle, you can time it out, don't matter. But you mash triangle, and at certain points throughout the mashes, like you get every, like their standard is a 4-hit attack, okay? Bam, 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 bam. And I'm done slashing this. This is like actually fucking heavy. But anyways, if you input a direction, any direction, doesn't have to be forward, backwards, whatever, but input a direction as an interval between these button presses, and then you get a different combo. And there's quite a few. There's like at least like 5 or 6, which is a lot more than some of the games have. DMC 1 only has like 3 combos. DMC 2 ups the ante with like 5 or 6. Like, I don't remember. I could pop it in and try it out right now, but yeah, I'm not doing that. But anyways, and DMC 2 has a lot of things. Like, first of all, does it emphasize the guns? Yeah. But like with the emphasized guns, the pistols, they work the same as all the pistols, But the shotgun actually gives this super cool thing where if you do triangle and then R1 plus square, you will do like a cartwheel and shoot a shotgun. Do 2 triangle presses and then R1 plus square, and you do the what do they call it? What is it called? Something. I don't know, but it's the one way like throws the coyote around and makes it shoot in like multiple directions. I'm gonna put this up. And then the third one, he'll do like sword slash, sword slash, sword slash, and then he'll turn around and like shotgun you like that, And I just want to point out that this maneuver that you get with Gunslinger in 3, DMC 2 came up with that, okay? The Bloody Palace that everybody loves in DMC 3, DMC 2 came up with that. The Devil Trigger having different effects and different looks, DMC2 came up with that. The Sin Devil trigger in Devil May Cry 5, I kid you fucking not, Devil May Cry 2 came up with that because they have the Majin Devil trigger, where if you go into Devil trigger when you have like you have to have like 10% of health left, like just a sliver of health. You'll actually see it when your health gets that low. It's like a little bar that shows you you're within that range. You go into your Majin Devil trigger, aka a Proto Sin Devil trigger. DMC2 had it first. Okay? And I just want to say that because DMC2 had so much more innovations than people give it credit for. Everybody just wants to point out the Infested Chopper. You know what the actual Infested Chopper is? And what everybody would actually be pointing to the Infested Chopper, I mean, as like the meme, is the Trismagia. Or Trimagia, I think is pronounced. The fucking floating heads. If anyone has actually played this game as much as I have, because I doubt any of you do, I guarantee you, all of you, you know, like, I am calling y'all motherfuckers out because everybody just watches a review and then forms an opinion, or maybe they do try it out and then they get to like halfway through the game, you know, they like leveled 8 or level 9 and they just tap out because way up to like, I think it's like 16, it's high up there, it's one of the ones before the boss. You have to fight these 3 fucking floating heads. Those are actually bad. You want, like, the actual, what should be the Infested Chopper of the game is that, because there's no cool cutscene. There's no, like, cool set piece before it. You want to know what fucking happens? You walk into an elevator, and then the camera does, like, a whoa on you, where it, like, moves the camera around. And then all of a sudden you're teleported or transported or whatever to this random void, and there's these floating heads that will form into one. Dude, I am DMC2's biggest defender. Oh my god, I should be wearing the shirt. Oh, dude, you can't even see it. Alright, so there you go. I dug this out of my dirty laundry. Don't say I don't do nothing for you. Anyways, I'm the biggest DMC2 defender, okay? And I will say, what the hell were they thinking? It is the worst designed fight. Because, like, oh, the Infested Chopper, well, it comes down every now and then, and it's got the cool set piece before it, and there's only so many ways you could have designed a helicopter fight. Like, you know, this is, like, pre-prototype, so you're not, like, able to fucking jump up to it and throw shit at it, you know? Maybe they could have done that, I don't know. I'm just saying, thank God they didn't do the DMC1 thing, where you just had a random-ass flying mission. Okay, you wanna know something? I'm gonna make a series of videos called An Honest Review of all the Devil May Cry games. Like, I'll call it the Devil May Cry game I'm talking about, because this is not the perfect series y'all claim to be. I love every single game, including the reboot. I love the reboot. Would I have liked it? It's the same thing with DMC2. Would I have liked the reboot if that's the only thing we had? Like, instead of DMC5, we got DMC. You know? No, I would not. I had a thought the other day, and it was actually both a cool thought and not a cool thought, I guess, where, like, the DMC in Devil May Cry, like, I was, like, technically Devil May Cry, they were going to do, like, subtitles, and called, like, I don't know, DMC The Return of Virgil, Virgil's Revenge, you know, something like that, I don't know. But anyways, anywhat's, the Trimagia is the actual worst boss fight. But, like, everything else is so cool. I love the story. You know, people say, like, oh, Dante is so, like, he's so different in this game. It's because, like, canonically, alright, so the original order of the games were 3, 1, 4, 2, 5. that was as per the book that came out with the fourth game and stuff like that. But apparently, they changed that yet again because they could never decide where to put 2. But I'm actually not mad at it. So the new order is 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. So it basically goes in order except for 3. So that's actually kind of interesting because if you think about it, after 1, what happens? You know, Dante in that game finds out that his brother is being possessed. He, you know, gets confronted with like the worst of evil and stuff like that, Mundus, because he's like, you know, he talks shit to the demons he fights and stuff like that, but he doesn't like kill them just to kill them. He kills them because, like, you know, I mean, they're demons. I don't know. And there's a scene where like Mundus will kill I'm drawing a blank here, Griffin, and Dante's like pissed off by it. He's almost like disturbed by it. He's like, why would he kill him for no reason? That's terrible, blah blah blah. And then fast forward and turns out, hey, by the way, your brother, the one that you lost in 3 that doesn't exist yet like not canonically, but like release date wise. But anyways, your brother is just the guy you've been fighting the whole time. He's actually like mind controlled, brainwashed, turned into something else, you know. And he's Neo Angelo, and apparently this Neo Angelo is actually your brother. And you want to know something? If they were going to do that, Dante could... I'm spoiling stuff. I want to save this for the honest reviews. But anyways, Dante has all of these things happen to him and stuff like that. And then like Trish is like the one shining, you know, grace. Which, where the hell is Trish? Like, Trish is technically playable in the second game, but I'm talking like story-wise. Because story-wise, she doesn't even get a fucking mention. Like, there's not even like a, man, I wish Trish was here, you know? Like, what the hell? The whole series has remarkably terrible treatment of all the female characters, dude. I have a video planned on that when I get to 5. Anyways, fuck was it talking about? Oh yeah, Trish was there, but besides that, everything was like terrible and stuff. And somebody I was watching a review that was actually surprisingly positive said that he's depressed. It's like, yeah, well, that makes sense. He just fought like super, you know, super evil, and he went through this thing where like, even though he made up in the end, the girl that he trusted because she looked like his mom actually betrayed him and tried to get him killed. And then yes, she turned around in the end, yada yada. But still, that's a pretty hard betrayal to go through. And like, Dante just played it off because he's Dante, but like, you know, speaking as guys who like play stuff off, because I play stuff off all the time, it still affects me. It still gets to me. You know, I'll play it off and then I'm like, you know, when I get home, I'm just like, damn, ouch. You know, I don't know. And then the second game, he's just like, damn. You know, he's just like, I don't even feel this. I don't fuck with this. I don't even know this Arius dude. He's got no connection to me. Like, Mundus, you know, he was connected with, like, Sparta, you know, his father. But, like, Arius is just some random chuckle fuck. This is literally just a job to him, you know? Like, going forward, you know, like, 3, very personal story for Dante. 1, very personal story, you know? 2 has fucking nothing to do with Dante. That is Lucia's game, but I'll get to that. And then 4 has, you know, not, I want to say personal, but pretty personal, you know? I mean, it's got Nero is there, and they're worshipping his dad and stuff like that, so pretty personal. And then 5, yeah, it's pretty personal. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. But anyways, so yeah, he's like, whatever. It's just a job to him. He doesn't know who fucking Arius is. You know, he's just some new big bad guy. You know what Dante is in DMC 2? Is Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which, best Guardians, by the way, hands down, except for the ending. And I mean, like, the way they don't kill the bad guy, because then we'd be just like him. Anyways, I hate that fucking bullshit in every movie it comes in. Like, I've never seen it done where I'm like, yeah, you know what, yeah. I don't know. Anyways, where Star-Lord just doesn't fucking care what the High Evolutionary has to say. He literally says, like, I don't know, he's like, I don't need another speech from some loser who's, some whack job whose mother didn't love him enough or something like that. I don't remember the exact words, but it's just like, yeah. And Dante is just like that, you know? He just says a lot less. He's like, whatever. He's like, you know, I'm just kind of doing this because it's out of obligation, you know? Dante's just a good guy, you know? So of course he's gonna go save the world. You know, he's like risking his life for like, I don't know, after one of like the worst events, because I don't exactly know how many years or however much time takes place between 1 and 2, or any of the games for that matter. I know in the in the third game, he's like, didn't they say he's like 18? And then the first game is like 20 something, so I mean, like, let's just say there's a few years in between. I don't know. Maybe not a few. I don't know. That'd be very interesting. You know, fake fan over here. I don't know the exact lore details of how many years transpire between games. Fake fan. Yeah. Anyways, though, fucking... What was I saying? Oh, yeah, he's just doing it because he's a good guy. So anyways, back to the gameplay thing. Why would you play like that? If you truly don't like it, why would you play like that? Because, I'll tell you, there's so much depth. Like I said, there's the shotgun combos. There's the actual combos. There's moves that both Dante and Lucia have, where if you jump up in the air, you press R1 plus forward plus triangle. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's a lot easier when you're doing it. It's basically just a stinger in the air. You can kick, you know? There's, both Dante and Lucia have 2 kicks, and then your helm breaker or like one of these kicks, you know, for Lucia, like the big heavy ones. But anyways, and then if you don't do that, well, you can still do the first 2, but don't do the last one. When you land, if you press R1 plus triangle again, Dante will do like a shoulder bash that he doesn't do in any other game. And then Lucia will do like a fucking spinning bird kick that Chun-Li does, you know? She literally like gets on the ground and like, you know, okay, there you go. And like, I don't know, there's just depth, you know? There's so much depth to this game that everybody who plays it goes in wanting to hate it. Because I'll tell you what, if you go in wanting to hate something, you're gonna hate something. Like, unless it's so good that it overwhelms your, like, hatred for it. Like, for instance, for me, I thought I was gonna hate the TMNT movie, the animated one, Mutant Mayhem. I almost said Monster Mayhem. But Mutant Mayhem, that shit looked garbage. Like, those trailers were not selling it, dude. I don't know, man. Like, it was a Transformers 1 before Transformers 1 even happened. However, I went to go see it. I took my niece and I took my brother, and I went to go see it. That movie slaps, yo. You know? And I'll be honest, DMC too, if you go in wanting to hate it, it's not good enough to make you like it. I'm not saying that this is the best game in the franchise. Not by far, not by a long shot. But it is nowhere near the worst. 4 is the worst. I'm just gonna tell you right now. It's not even a debate with me. You wanna make me play the same game 3 times in a row and make it all the story? Dante is fucking wasted in that game. Literally the most complex Dante, and all of his missions are just reverse. You know? It's just, oh my god. 4 sucks. I'm not saying like 4 was so bad that we needed a reboot. But 4 was so bad that I can see why they were like, maybe we should go the reboot option, because that shit was garbage. 4 sucks. 4 is the worst. You know? And I'm saying that 4 is the worst under DMC. I would put DMC over 4. You know, I'll work on a ranking. Maybe I'll get like a whiteboard, and I could just do the Wendigoon thing. Since I have no editing talent or skills, I could just do the Wendigoon thing and just get a whiteboard. Stealing ideas. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I mean, it's not. He's not the only one, but yeah, I don't know. It feels different because I called it out. But I don't know. Anyways. You can play God of War. The originals, anyways. Not really the Norse ones, but you can play the Greek God of War games. All 6 of those games. Mashing square, square, triangle. Square, square, triangle. Square, square, triangle. That is the dominant strategy. You can basically, as long as you just dodge every now and then, like just square, square, triangle, dodge, square, square, triangle, dodge, square, square, triangle, dodge, then yeah, you can do that. That's perfectly viable, and you can beat every single boss the exact same way and just wait for all the quick times to come up, and then you do the quick times, and then you go back to square, square, triangle. Why would you do that though? That's not fun. I don't know about y'all. Like seriously, I don't know about y'all, but I play games that have fun. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy learning the combos. I'm a Tekken motherfucker. I've been playing Tekken since Tekken 4. I know Tekken 3 was everybody's like first game, but I'm not old, so I've been playing Tekken since Tekken 4, okay? And up to 8. And I had all of the, well, there was like only like 3 spin-offs. There was Tag Tournament 1 and 2, and then Revolution. And I know there was, see, I've always wanted to get Dark Resurrection, but I don't know how to find that. That's like fucking, like, I don't know. Anyways, hold on. Got my OJ. Anyways, though, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I like learning combos. I like, finding the depth in any game I play. And I actually realized something the other day, that I was talking to my friend, the one who came up with the dominant, well, he didn't come up with a dominant strategy, but he put the idea in my head. And I was talking to him, and I was saying that DMC 2 is more like the first Tomb Raider, if you ever played that one. And I'm like just now playing it, like, because I got the remasters. And thank God I didn't play those games back in the day, because I would have been like, man, these games ain't for me. Those games fucking suck. I said it. I already have a review of the first game. It's rough. But when you put on the modern controls, it's not that bad. But anyways, DMC 2 is more like Tomb Raider, or if you want to get closer to the roots, more like Resident Evil, It's just like very agile Resident Evil, just mostly, and I'll tell you, I will dominant strategy sometimes. The, oh fuck, what are their names? I don't know, there's these 2, like, chain guys that are, like, encased in metals, and they have giant, like, not wrecking balls, but, like, balls on chains, and they'll throw them at you. And I just dominant strategy the fuck out of those guys. They're not that fun to fight. All they do, like when you're up close, is like whack you. When you're mid-distance or farther, they just do the exact same thing over and over, even on the harder difficulties. I'm coming to that in a second. So I just do dominant strategy. Because, I mean, like, it's not engaging me. I'm not going to really engage it, so, and that's fine. Because all of the other bosses in the game are really fun. Bulwark, Omongavera, those guys kick ass. Like, if you hate Omongavera, fuck you. All my haters hate Omongavera haters. Because give me Big Monkey, give me Bulwark. It's just this random skeleton guy, and he comes in, and it's like this super important cutscene where like the wolves are like howling and stuff like that, and you're like, ooh, who's this guy? And then you just fight him and he's dead, and it's like, oh, okay. You know, it's like, I don't know, they hype him up, and kind of, he's like at the end of the mission after he's been like, you kind of tease because you've been fighting his wolves throughout the mission, and you're like, oh, here's the wolf master, and then he's just some dude, you know? But he's a cool dude, and dude, let me tell you, now I'm gonna get into the Dante Must Die stuff. So there's really no way to recommend this game unless you like mod it to get the Dante Must Die, because DMD is the actual game. I'm so serious. Because again, I'm the biggest DMC2 supporter. The AI is super fucking easy. Like I mentioned the chain guys, but like there's so much more than just the chain guys, you know? But on Dante Must Die, or Lucia Must Die, it is like what the game is supposed to actually be. Like seriously, it mixes up the AI, you know, the AI is much more aggressive, and it just makes it into what it's supposed to be. Excuse me. But it makes it into what it's supposed to be. For instance, I can give you a perfect example. Play Mission 8, and you fight Totorosaurus, I think it's, no, Ferratora, Ferratorus? I think it's that, I don't know. It's a Minotaur guy, it doesn't matter what the name is. But you fight the Minotaur guy on normal hard, it is the most fucking brain dead fight, dude. I will tell you right now, it is so brain dead. It is, you can just dominate strategy and just slowly back up the whole fight, because all he will do is this thing where he like casts out some like, not fireballs, but like fire spots on the floor, and then try to pull you to it by swinging his hammer and generating wind. On Dante Must Die though, this motherfucker actually fights you. Like, he doesn't just do the same thing over and over. What he'll do is he'll do that move, but then when he pulls you in, that actually fucking pulls you in. There is no way to escape that. Unless you have, maybe if you had the quick hook. Yeah. But I don't usually use that. I use the flying one, so. But anyways, there's no fucking way to escape it. You know, so he actually pulls you in, and you're actually forced to fight him. And then when he does pull you in, on the easier difficulties, he just does one move over and over. But on Dante Must Die, he'll switch it up. He'll start swinging his hammer. He'll do the thing again. He'll charge you. He's a Minotaur after all. And he'll charge you on the lower difficulties too. But like, as soon as you get like more than 10 feet between you two, then he'll do the same thing. But he'll start charging you on Dante Must Die. And it's like, this is what the game's supposed to be. Like, why didn't they do that? You know? Like, for the normal, like, for the easier difficulties, lower the difficulty, but keep the AI the same between all of the difficulties. They shot themselves in the foot. It's like the actual game. I'm playing this, and I'm like, this is a lot of fun. And I'm not even saying that, like, biased, because I am biased. But, like, no, if you could play that your first time around, it's a lot of fun. And I don't know why they did it like that. So that's what I was saying, like, there are absolutely things wrong with the game, because why did they choose to program it the way they did, you know? And then, I don't know. Honestly, and this is like been a, you know, fan fiction, not fan casting, but like headcanon thing, I would love for Lucia to come back. You want to show me something really interesting for DMC 6? Have the balls to bring back Lucia. But don't bring her back if you're just going to treat her like Lady and Trish in DMC 5. I'm going to save that for DMC 5 video, but I'm going to save that. But anyways, show me some balls. Pause. Show me that you have the balls to actually bring back Lucia. And bro, I mean, I'll pre-order it anyways, but I will pre-order that shit day fucking one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will, like, all, you know, just bring back Lucia. Apparently, again, if you go in order, it's 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. So canonically, she's only been missing for like 2 games, which isn't a super long time, but like you could bring her back. You know, canonically, Lady doesn't show up for 2 games also, because she's in the first one, and then 1 and 2 she's not in, and then 4 she is. So it's possible. You know, we've already laid out the groundwork. The girl goes missing for 2 games, and then she makes a comeback, and everybody loves it. Well, we all loved Lady in the first game. She's fucking awesome in the third game. I meant to say. She's awesome. Lady is literally, like, the best. But yeah, I think that's about it. You know? Oh, and Arius, I love Arius. He's pretty cool. He is the definition of, like, don't care, you know, just suave, you know, I have better things to be doing right now, and I don't have time for you, I have to go, you know. Literally, mission 8, you show up, and you catch Arius as he's boarding a helicopter, right? And you're like, well, you don't say anything, because again, Dante's pretty quiet in this game, but you make eye contact, and Arius, all he does is just like, I don't have time for this. And snaps his finger, and then summons that giant Minotaur guy that I was talking about, Fury Taurus. That's cool as shit, you know, I don't know, I love the I'm so much better than you, I'm so much higher than you, that you're not even worth my time. Like, I love that in a villain, give me that in a villain. And Arius does that, because you know what else he does? Whenever you go to fight him, this motherfucker just sits down. He's just... You know, every now and then, he'll shoot you with a gun that he just pulls out the blicky out of nowhere, you know? But, like, he just sits down. But, on the Dante Must Die, he still sits down, but he actually will do some shit too. Like, for instance, if you knock him down, like, off of his chair with a hard enough attack, well, off of his desk, he sits on the desk, but if you knock him off the desk with a hard enough attack, then he'll get up and, like, do something with his hand, and he'll send you into, like, a portal, and, like, it hurts you. Like, it's a portal that stabs you with, like, spikes and stuff like that, and then you get sent right back out. Like, it's instant. It's, like, in 1 second. It basically is more just summoning a portal on you that stabs you with spikes. And then he'll do other stuff. And it's like, again, why isn't this in base game? You know, why do you have to beat the game 4 times? Because you have to beat, well, not 4 times. You could start on normal. You don't have to do the, I mean, you could start on, can you start on HUD? Yeah, you can start on HUD. So if you started on HUD, then you would have to beat it with both Dante and Lucia, so that's twice, just to unlock Dante Must Die. So that's what I'm saying when I can't recommend it, you know, because unless you had some way to, like, mod in DMD difficulty from the beginning, as a newcomer, it's not going to win you over. If you are, like, on the side of the people that just go in wanting to hate it, it's not going to convince you. But if you actually give it a shot, if you actually just look at it as a game and not going in with, like, all of these YouTubers that have been, like, crying in your ear, because I'm absolutely guilty of that. I have one of my videos on here actually about how the internet gaslit me into thinking that the Amazing Spider-Man duology was bad. And I mean, like, is it accurate to the comics? No. But is it the worst thing I've ever seen? No, it's, like, pretty good. I don't know. I guess I just like bad things. But hey, you can't say that I don't form my own opinions. Anyways, I've been Scavenger Reviews. It's pretty late. I think I should get some sleep now. Check it out. I got a mustache. Oh, and life update. I built a spaceship. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got landing gear that you can pull up or put down, and then the rotors move. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, wait, yeah, and then it's got some, what is it? Got some grabbers. So, I'll fucking get ya. I don't know. Pretty cool. Life update, you know. Oh, and I guess like a slightly more like sentimental actual life update. It's Hamto. Look at her. This is Chica. And I named her that after my brother, who decided to name her after Chica from, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. Because like I'm not like a huge, you know, FNAF fan. Like passively I'm a FNAF fan. You know, I watched the movie. I played like one or two of the games. It's interesting. I'm not a diehard, you know. I'm not gonna watch PewDiePie scream and Markiplier like overreact and stuff like that, because it's all just overacting, you know. It's just you know, like acting like it's like the most horrifying thing they've seen in their lives. But you know, I don't know. But yeah, this is Chica. There you go. She is a fuck, was she? She is a Syrian hamster, yeah. Alright. I'll put you back. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that's pretty much it. And I was trying to wrap the video up so it'd be 40 minutes. So now I'm gonna wrap it up at 45. So I'm gonna riff for a minute. And things have been going pretty good with me. By the way, the video's over, like DMC wise, if I'm not gonna really share any more opinions on that. But I've been doing alright lately. I'm in a tough spot right now because come April I have to find a new place to live because my roommates are moving out because they don't like it here for some reason. I live in an apartment, and you cannot rent individual bedrooms anymore, which is what you could do. And that's technically what I'm doing now. Well, technically right now, we're splitting a 3-bedroom rent because that's cheaper. But anyways, you can't rent just one bedroom anymore because they're changing the way it's structured. So now you, or however many people, well, probably like not 20, you know. Anyways, but anyways, you have to rent the entire apartment, you know. So I'd have to rent a 3-bedroom by myself. And bro, I work at fucking Walmart. I can't do that. Part-time at that. I can't do that. So I have to find a new place to live. And that's really fucking stressing me out. I have a few options. There's place up the road, place way, well not way down the road, but like 20-30 minutes down the road. Or I can move where my roommates are moving, but I'm just sick of constantly having to move. I feel like I have absolutely no say or control over my life, and the second something or someone else decides they want to change something, I have to force myself to change as well because I can't support myself, so I have to accommodate their wishes over mine. Still single. You know, that'll pretty much be the case forever. And I'm not even being like, oh, I don't believe in love, I never find love. It's just, I'm incompatible. You know, I'm a guy on the internet talking about fucking 20-year-old games that everybody hates, but I like, you know, that's what makes me different, that's what makes me unique. You know, I'm a special butterfly because I like bad games. Not a lot, dude. I'm not interesting. Like, I have nothing to me. That's the actual reason I'm not compatible. Is just like, I enjoy doing things, but when you actually sit me down and you're like, hey, what do you like to do? I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. But I've been Scavenger Reviews. You can find me on Instagram at also Scavenger Reviews. You can find me on YouTube here. Please give me a like and subscribe. I really need the, you know, money, basically. And yeah, you guys have a nice one. I might be moving to Texas, who knows? And yeah, maybe I'll move to Texas. See you later.